There is Mashani Reactor taking his spot. Here's David Fowler.
Last one in. First race today, 1,400 metres. Mythbuster joins them. The line is right. Starter picks up the button, turns on the red light. Set for the first. Racing. Can't recall one began better than he did in his debut. Nevertheless, he'll still settle in last position and is fairly keen up front with Mashani Reactor looking for the front. Mythbuster rolling forward. Dance For Me Randy will settle third over on the rail and Cherry Lips in fourth. Length and a half away, Mr. Crowning Moment, then Pride of Savabella and Can't Recall Me, the long odds on favourite in last position. Travelling seventh, about 6 off the lead by the 1,000 metres. Mashani Reactor making play up front, leads by 2. Mythbuster second, one away third, Dance For Me Randy. Enjoying the box seat, a length away fourth to Cherry Lips. One to the second favourite, Mr. Crowning Moment, trailed by Pride of Savabella, and last of all was Can't Recall Me. Pace slackens in the middle part as they travel to the side. They've got 700 left to run. The favourite is Stay Motherless last. Meanwhile, at the other end, Mashani Reactor, if anything, just got away from Mythbuster and let it by 2 up to the turn. 2.5 away third, Dance For Me Randy, over on the inside of Cherry Lips, and then came Pride of Savabella, Mr. Crowning Moment, and now Rod Paul's Can't Recall Me, Can't Recall one to the outside, and he starts to pick up ground. Oh, he's hitting to the margin ever so quickly on these tiring leaders. Down towards the 200 metres, and in one fell swoop, Can't Recall one, put pay to them, dashed away, and the main interest will be the margin, because as they go further away, he goes further ahead, justifying his short quote, and he's a nice type too. Can't Recall one by nearly 5. From Mr. Crowning Moment second, Cherry Lips third, Pride of Savabella fourth, then Mythbuster, Mashani Reactor, and Dance For Me Randy last over the line.
Well, ditto, pretty similar to a fortnight ago over the shorter trip, the 1,300. And he has blitzed them as the market suggests that that's what he'd do. He's put up around about 5 lengths. Clearly coming towards the bend, he went past Mr. Crowning Moment in 2 strides. And Michael Rodder sent him to the line. And very, very nice performance again. This grey by Reliable Man. Again, not that sharp out of the gates. A bit better than debut. And he was giving him a bit of a tap up at about the 500 metres mark. He was a clear last, just a tap up to keep his mind on the job. And then he just picked up, those leaders did tire a little bit, but wow, he's been able to go 2 strides to their 1, literally up the straight here at Eagle Farm. Mr. Crowning Moment was quite good late here. He gets himself into second, ahead of Cherry Lips and then Pride of Savabella. But, the future looks extremely bright for this guy, Bernie, as we look at him prick his ears, puts his ears up inside the last 50 metres and poses for the photo.
Yeah, that's right, Maxie. I'd be surprised if we see an easier win here today. Let's have a chat with winning trainer Stewie Kendrick. Well, firstly, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie. He's a really nice little horse, and you know he's impressive the other day, and really just didn't know what he was doing. And we sort of wanted to give him this run today just to get a really good guide where he's at. And I just like the way when Michael asked him to quicken, he put it beyond doubt pretty quick again today. So he's got a really impressive turn of foot, and he's probably only going to get better over further.
Has he surprised you at all, or did you expect this, or where did he fit in pre having his first start?
Well, we were just talking about him earlier on, and look, he was a really nice little horse early, but he just used to do a lot wrong, and he had to get gelded and came back in. And once he's starting to learn what it's all about, and we were just discussing the Reliable Man, you've just got to let them find their feet and do their own thing. And since he's been allowed to do that, he's really turned into a different horse, and I think gelding made a big difference as well. So, but he's he just keeps getting better and better everything he does. So we'll have a chat to the owners and see where we go from here. But hopefully a really nice carnival horse.
How much did he cost?
I'm not sure. He was bought in New Zealand, so the owners bought him. They sent him up to me and said, "Look, see what we can do." He's a little, he's been a little bit of a handful. And Sarah down at Hinland, she does a great job with him, and she did the work there early, sent him up to us, and they've been really patient. Like he's been in work since October, this horse, so he's done a great job.
Okay, so you're going to target something in the winter. I'm tipping after today the phone is going to be ringing with offers.
Oh, I'd say so. It rang last time. I think that they would have found, but look, I'll just leave that all up to the owners, and they can make any decisions there. But I think they've got a nice carnival horse, so it'll be a big call either way.
So what do you do with him now that you're looking at carnival races?
Look, we'll just have a discussion this week and see. I mean, he might just have a little freshen up, and then obviously races like the Sire and the JJ are obvious options. There's also another nice race in Sydney, I think, which fits in between the Sires and the Champagne down there. So you might dodge all the superstars down there and be able to sneak in amongst that. So there's a couple of options for him. So we'll just see how he pulls up. I'll have a chat to the owners and we make some decisions.
Well, you're doing a marvellous job with him. Can Disputed River win again later?
Oh, I hope so. I see you tipped him, so I hope you're right.
I could be the jinx. All right, let's have a chat now with Michael Rodd. Obviously nice to throw your leg over this horse here today.
Yeah, definitely, Bernie. Unfortunate for Robbie, but very fortunate for me. I spoke to Robbie through the week and he just said the horse might still be a little bit field shy being amongst them, and that showed then. You know, he just never really travelled, and I knew there was something there, but you just like him to tow you into a little bit better. But once I got him out to the outside, he quickened once and he changed legs and he quickened a second time, you know, like there's gears there with him. So very impressive.
Very impressive. Really exciting to see just how many lengths he can make up in such a short period.
Yeah, they're the ones you want, Bernie. They can get you out of trouble pretty quick.
Yeah, indeed. He's going to head to the Winter Carnival, and rightly so.
Oh, without a doubt, you know. He's going to be one of our leading contenders with the 2-year-old races for sure.
Good on you, Mick. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, that was the first. And, yeah, how exciting is this horse? Don't recall one. Congratulations to the owners and Stewie and Michael. But, yes, I would imagine the phone would be ringing hot. I know we're not looking at much depth of race, but
Corp Handicap, Class 1, 1,200 metres. Stand by. All set. Touch of Gracie drawn the rails, backed at odds. No jumpers yet. Racing now. Differential made a good start. Fast out Machine Head. Cicconi's got speed. New Level not far away with Grand Meteor. Majestic Boom is pushing through. Two Wish not too far away. And now Lumens Lenny and also Bonded Affair rush forward. So it's fairly keen and willing. Now drifting out of a Touch of Gracie with Final Illusionist. Differential second last. Not participating at all in the early speed battle. And Little Wonder is last of all by the 800 metres. Bonded Affair on the inside and Lumens Lenny the outside. They set up shop together and all of a sudden mid-race they control. Not a bad ride by the jock on Majestic Boom. Third, the box seat. Ciccone fourth, the outside. Grand Meteor. Three pairs back on the inside of Machine Head. New Level is wide. Touch of Gracie near the rail. Then Two Wish, Final Illusionist, Little Wonder. And the favourite Differential is Stone Motherless last. Down below the 400 metres. Bonded Affair the inside. And Lumens Lenny sticking with him on the outside. Touch of Gracie's improved all of a sudden. Majestic Boom going up outside those. Then came New Level and now Differential unleashing down the outside. They've got short of 200 left to run. Majestic Boom skirted to the lead. Differential's finishing powerfully. Majestic Boom in front. He's got a break. Majestic Boom. He'll do it again. 2 out of 2. Beat Differential. Touch of Gracie and Lumens Lenny weakening. Then came New Level and Grand Meteor, followed by at the head of the others Two Wish, Machine Head, Bonded Affair, Little Wonder, Final Illusionist, and Ciccone is last over the line.
So 1, 5 and 16 for third. It's New Level or Lumens Lenny on the inside. New Level by the looks of it. Well, this horse has just kept on. He keeps on keeping on, this fellow, after being totally rejected at his first start. He got out to in excess of $100 in areas and he won. And then today he draws an awkward alley. With good speed, he was able to cross, get that beautiful spot, third defence. You've got to give it to Aidan Thompson. Geez, he's improved his riding over the last couple of months, getting a few winners. Couple of winners during the week and another Metropolitan winner. And he's got a bit of ticker, this horse. Once he got him around heels, he gave him one behind Masadal. He picked up nicely. Great run by the runner-up Differential. Back Stone last with the yellow cap. Gets to the outside, and then we had Touch of Gracie. But it's at this point here, Bernie, that Aidan gets the Laurie Mayfield Smith train Majestic Boom into the clear. And like his debut win at Doomben, every time he puts one behind Masadal, the horse gives him something.
It was just super today, Maxie, and Laurie Mayfield-Smith, of course, a favourite here in Queensland. So, Laurie, we're just so stoked to see you with a really nice horse again here. Congratulations.
Yeah, he is a nice horse. I've always liked him, and I've nursed him, and now it's starting to take, and give us a return, so I'm really happy.
Obviously, he was brilliant on debut. Today looked ugly from the gate and the weight, but gosh, Aiden soon put pay to that.
Yeah, well, the first half of the race, I was cursing Aiden because I told him to ride him quiet. But he's riding so good, and he's won, so I can't say anything.
No, they stuff you up when they win. You can't say anything went wrong.
No, not a thing. But getting back to Aiden, he has just improved so much with the little chances he's getting, but he's making the most of them.
You just need support, don't you?
You really do. You're doing anything.
All right, so Winter Carnival, you're looking at something there with him. I know we're only baby steps at the moment, but is it tempting?
Oh, not at this stage. I'm not a deep end man. I'm a paddler.
You're playing it safe. Good on you, Laurie. Well done. 1 beats 5, 16 and 3. Let's just have a look at the time. 1:11.83, home in 35.20.
They're the two best back to beat him. Not much support for anything else.
For the third, Sporting Chance Cancer Foundation Handicap. Racing. Tarps on the inside, Amelia Renze both began with purpose. They're the two front runners, and they 1-2 on settling down. Third away, Tip of the Spear, Dame O'Day's landing in fourth, followed then by Naval Trader. Spotting the favourite for the first time, landing fifth in what looks to be a fairly genuine gallop as Tarps pulls clear of Amelia Renze up front. In the second division, we've got Iverson, followed by Purnell, Mayfair Spirit, then Bold Contender and December Diamond. I'd estimate that tail end pair are about 12 off the lead. Tarps wants to over race out in front. He leads by 4 lengths. Amelia Renze in the strip, Sleemer clear second. 3 away third, Tip of the Spear. 2 away Naval Trader. Getting a great run in midfield. 4th outside of Dame O'Day's. 2 lengths to Iverson, who's tracking Naval Trader into the race. Over on the inside, Purnell. 2 behind that pair, Mayfair Spirit, until still second last and last, December Diamond and Bold Contender. Becoming a little more compact now as they approach the turn. They've got 500 left to run. Can Tarp see it out as Amelia Renze pops off the fence to issue the first challenge. Then Tip of the Spear looming. Naval Trader coming up. Iverson peeling off the back of Naval Trader. Mayfair Spirit and Dame O'Day's head of the others. Tarps on the inside, led from Naval Trader on the outside, who's trying out. He's got Tarps now. Iverson is still running on. Naval Trader was the leader. 100 left to run. He's got a margin. Iverson in second, then Mayfair Spirit. Naval Trader in front. The favourite will get it done. Naval Trader 1 length Iverson. Mayfair Spirit third. Tip of the Spear in fourth. Tarps went too keenly and weakened. Then Dame O'Day's Amelia Renze, December Diamond, followed by Purnell and Bold Contender last over the line.
There are the placings. Naval Trader given a lovely ride by Justin Huxtable, and he's been able to get the money today, back down to 240 late. He was starting to get a little bit easy, but punters sort of came back with him, and he did travel strongly. You can see that Huxtable was following Ormond on Tip of the Spear, the grey, followed him into the straight, brought him to the outside, and he didn't let him think about it the last 150. Huxtable, he gave him a couple behind the saddle, and he responded. Again, Iverson's run a big race. He was a little bit closer today, finishes off strongly. Good first up run by Mayfair Spirit, and the other fellow, Tip of the Spear, just 1 pace in the straight. Tarps finishing 5th, just went too hard in the lead. But he's done it today. Naval Trader, 3rd up from a spell. That's his 3rd victory at start number 10. So it looks as though it's onwards and upwards now. Bernie for him.
He drew a gate.
All right, we're going to have a chat with winning trainer now, Matt Hoysted, one of the partnership at least, and it was his day today, and everybody will be most relieved because he's always putting his best foot forward, but he's often finding one to beat him, but not so today.
That's it. He's forever consistent, and obviously only being his 3rd win today, but well deserving. It was a really beautiful ride from Justin. We're aided by a good, hot, solid tempo, but he was in a beautiful rhythm, and the way that he trucked up coming to the home turn, he sort of always looked like he was going to be thereabouts, and just good to see him get the job done.
You'd have to say this track, 1400, that's got to be his pet place and distance.
without a doubt, I think just when he can get that little bit of tempo where he can just, he's probably a better chaser. You could see him, he was having a bit of a look around and wander around late. He's still a bit of a thinker, but 14 big track, bit of tempo, it's a good recipe for him.
And the return of Mayfair Spirit, I mean, he's going to be a little black booker out of that.
Yeah, he's really prepped up super. He had a jump out and won a jump out a couple of weeks ago, and we thought he'd run really well here today. And sort of getting out to the mile second up, he should be going there, be thereabouts.
Well done to you and Steve.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, there he is, winning trainer Matt Hoysted. So let's have a look here. We're on 5 beat 7, 1 and 3. Let's have a chat to our winning jockey, Justin Huxtable, now, and that is just how he likes it, Justin. Plenty of speed on his favourite track and trip.
Yeah, exactly. Track and trip with this horse is a big bonus. Thought the gallop was beautiful, nice flowing tempo. Ideally off of plans pre-race, I just want to be the one stalking the speed, but I was more than happy with the horse I was following in the position I was with the speed that we're going.
Does he get a little lost when he gets to the front?
Yeah, unfortunately I had nothing to take me up until the 100 where I probably needed it to. I had to do the brunt of the straight on my own, but when you can hear him coming from behind you, you've got to get going at some stage.
Absolutely, great ride, well done.
Thank you.
380 is tab favourite. Ali Raj goes in. We're locked and loaded and ready to jump in the staying race. The red light turned on. All set to go. Field of 13 here. Gates open. They're off and racing. Let's look who wants to go forward in the early part. Phoenix Flyer does. Clyde's up there handy, and so is Sea Treasures, and also Contrition using barrier 1. They're the first 4 as Ali Rose sails down the outside to be outside of those in 5th position. Just behind them, Chasenardi, Boston of Tuffy, and then Flash Prince, followed by Disputed River. She's a Dandy, Oakfield, Wallaby, Harbell, and Back to Man settles at the tail end. The field works their way towards the 1,800 metre turn, and Ali Raj off that outside gate, pushing forward and now finding the premier position. Moves away to lead by 2 to Contrition in 2nd. 2 away 3rd, Sea Treasures, and Boston of Tuffy 4th. Over on the inside, Phoenix Flyer 5th, the outer. Now, Michael Rodder settled the favourite Clyde at a good 6th, travelling 1 off the fence. A length behind him came Flash Prince, 1 away Chasenardi. As the field starts to break up, about 3 to Disputed River, who's over on the outside of Oakfield Wallaby, so 2 in-market runners race together. And the last trio was She's a Dandy, Harbell, and Back to Man. He's stone motherless last, around 12 off the lead. Heading along the back straight now, short of 1,400 left to Rana, and Ali Raj currently making every post a winning post. Contrition trails by a length and a half, but getting a good run. 2 to Sea Treasures 3rd. Now Phoenix River in the middle part finds itself 3 wide. Boston of Tuffy 5th over on the rail. Clyde just sitting pretty is 6th outside of Flash Prince, and 2 behind them came Chasenardi, also getting a good run. And you can say the same for Oakfield Wallaby and Disputed River. They're in the 2nd division, but they're both travelling well within themselves. Well back in the field as they move to the side was Harbell, then She's a Dandy, and Back to Man is still last, and probably 14 off them now. By Racecourse Village, 800 left to Rana. Ali Raj leads from Contrition, who moved off the fence to go up and try and launch a challenge. Sea Treasures in 3rd, Phoenix River in 4th, the Phoenix Flyer. Then came Clyde, about to make a 3-wide move. Chasenardi coming around them. Disputed River coming quickly as well. Then She's a Dandy, Oakfield Wallaby. Some of these dropping off, including Boston of Tuffy. Followed by Flash Prince. Now Back to Man starts to work into it as they turn for home, and Harbell's out towards the tail. By the 400, Ali Raj grabbed by Sea Treasures. Disputed River went up to the pair. Clyde just behind them. Then She's a Dandy, and Back to Man is still running on resolutely down the outside. Disputed River trying for the hat-trick led from She's a Dandy. Out wide under the line weight. Back to Man is running on strongly. 100 left to run. Up goes Back to Man. And it's all over, Red Rover. Back to Man raced away and won. Beat home She's a Dandy and Disputed River. Then Chasenardi, Ali Raj, Sea Treasures. Clyde didn't get the distance. Then came at the head of the others Phoenix Flyer. Oakfield Wallaby didn't get the distance. Contrition, Flash Prince, Harbell. Last Boston of Tuffy.
Well, he was the one the punters were warming up to every minute that went by towards start time, and well, he went back at the start. At one point, he must have been giving them 15 lengths head start, but always travelling strongly. And Malia Castle was rolling along in front on Ali Raj at a nice controlled tempo. There was nothing pulling there. They all seemed to have their chance, and this fellow with 52.5 was able to get onto the back of She's a Dandy, coming down to the side, coming down towards the home bend. You could see he picked up ground really quickly. Back to man when they started to fan, and it was inside the last 100 that he really dominated that race with a featherweight on his back, and that was a deserving victory for that horse. Sometimes you just got to be patient, and your turn will come, and that's the story today. She's a Dandy was good. Disputed River, very good again at the end of 2400, and Chasenardi too, under the big steadier of, 57.5 after the claim. Bernie?
Thanks, Maxie. And there's certain trainers sometimes that you look for in staying races. This man is one of them, Jack Bruce, because he's a Kiwi. Well done.
Thanks very much, Bernie. It was a strong win, but he got in well with the lightweight, and if they ran along at a genuine tempo, he was always going to handle that distance, so it was good to see him do it.
And let's face it, more often than not, 2,400 metres in Queensland, just wait for them to start dropping off.
Yeah, exactly, and Taylor Marshall rode him particularly well. He sort of asked me whether I thought he should go inside or outside in the straight, and I said, it's up to you, you're in charge, you just ride him on field, do what you have to do, and that's really important in the staying races to keep them balanced and comfortable. So, no, it's a great result, and I'd like to thank Import Racing and David Murad for sending him up to me. They've sent me a few tried horses, and this is one of them. They select them that can be competitive, and he told me this bloke had been on a Saturday up here, so he was right.
He was dead right. Let's talk about Taylor Marshall and what a magnificent lightweight rider he really is.
Oh, exactly. He was cool, calm and collected. That's the main thing. He just was so relaxed before the race and didn't have any doubts. I probably had more doubts than he did. He just said, don't worry, to be right, I'll keep him happy and the rest will take care of itself.
You would have been pretty confident passing the half mile. He was travelling nicely.
Yeah, I must say I was. When they started to all make their runs in front of him and he was going to get whatever card into the race he wanted, it was always going to work out well. So he does need things to go his way, this horse, but he got that today, and that's the main thing.
Well done.
Thank you.
There he is, winning trainer Jack Bruce, and Back to Man is home. 10 beats 9. Look terrific there also, especially Rainbow Connection. All right, I think the last couple of loading. Actually, no, there's still 2 out, so we'll get to Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie. Tribeca Star just holding on to favouritism here, but he's a little bit easy. $3.10 out to $3.60. More money for his stablemate today. Rainbow Connection, $3.80 into $3.60. But the best move in the race has been He's Heaven, $5.50 into $4.40 today.
For race 5, red light switched on. Ready for action. Starter has a last look. Racing. And Tribeca Star came away awkwardly at the start. The favourite was last into stride and settles in last position. Brentwood smartly away, straight on the lead from He's Heaven going to second. The Drover is third and Rations fourth in the first call. Followed then by Rainbow Connection and a few lengths away Solar Apex over on the outside of Tribeca Star. They go towards the far bend, just over 1,000 metres left to go, and Brentwood being nursed in front by Ange Jones leads the way. He's Heaven's keen to go faster. He's tossing the head about her. The Drover comes up 3 wide outside that pair, but I still would say the pace is only moderate in the early and middle stages. 2 to Rainbow Connection, those red and gold colours, travelling smoothly in fourth outside of Rations, 3/4 of a length away, fifth the rail, then Solar Apex and Tribeca Star. It's all unfolding in front of him. He's last. He's about 4 off the lead. A line of 3 now, short of 600 left to go, as Brentwood cops some heat for the first time from He's Heaven and the Drover, who's worked hard 3-1 as they flatten for home. Rainbow Connection coming up outside that trio, then Rations followed by Solar Apex, and Tribeca Star's trying to thread the needle. Still a bit of work to do. Brentwood, white flag, it's gone. The Drover, despite a wide run, went to He's Heaven. Now Tribeca Star finishing generously, slicing between the pair. Then Rainbow Connections, Rations and Solar Apex. But the Drover has got something in the locker. The Drover, despite a wide run, kicking powerfully and won. At good odds, the Drover beat Tribeca Star, who had its chance. Then He's Heaven, Solar Apex. No run on from Rainbow Connection, then Rations, and Brentwood turned into Shocker and ran last.
Well, he's the box of chocolates horse. You just don't know what you're going to get with him. Yeah, go and sit out there 3 wide the entire and then put them away. This is what this horse can do when things, well, they didn't go his way. I don't know. Anyway, he's kept on. Poor old Brentwood, he's tailed out. He was up on the speed, and the other horse that this fellow was applying pressure to through the first half, He's Heaven, was well beaten too. But the Drover has got up a deserving victory. He still can't get out last start, but that wasn't going to happen today in the hands of Nikita Berryman. Tribeca Star, good from the tail. He jumped awkwardly and he's come through. So he's on target for the country championships at Randwick in about 3 weeks' time. But today it was all about the Drover. In fact, he was extremely strong on the line, Bernie, scoring by a length.
He was super strong, as you mentioned, Maxie. He just sat out there and he loved it, and he wins. And Damien Batters joins us for a chat now. So, Damien, how long have you had this guy now?
Probably a couple of months now. Has obviously come from Nat McCall. He'd done a marvellous job with the horse, I have to say. And it was just a change of scenery, I think, that was what was the owner's idea of moving him.
All right, well, we've seen him a little hit and miss since. Sometimes he's jumping, sometimes he's not. How confident were you today with him?
Look, I thought last time at Doomben, I thought he was pretty unlucky. He missed a kick, obviously, and then he just ran into bums the whole way down the straight. So I thought coming here today I was pretty confident. I took the winker off and put the visors on today. I just thought I wanted to focus and just be there and seeing horses behind him a little bit, just keep him to travel, and that's exactly what he did today. And having Nikita back on is obviously, me and Nikita have a pretty good relationship with these horses.
Yeah, well, Nikita tells me this is her hack when he retires.
Yes, Nikita's absolutely in love with this horse, so she's makes sure he's well looked after and whatnot. So yeah, she definitely wants him after racing.
It would appear that this track today, there is a real advantage to be out in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I said to Nikita. Obviously, they were coming from behind most of the day here and even just off pace. And once she peeled out, I wasn't too concerned that he was 3 deep. He's pretty fit. Not only had him pretty fit, he's a big horse and strong. I thought if he sticks there and he gets some daylight, he's going to be hard to beat.
Well done, Damien.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great job. Damien Batters and the Drover, they take out the 5th here. 7 beats 4, 6 and 2, 124.31, home in 34.56. I think that's probably the slickest final 600 of the day. It's nice to ride a winner in town, but even nicer on your favourite horse.
Yeah, look, ongoing in-house joke that I couldn't stop riding until I won on this horse, and he was my first ride back actually when I came back from having my daughter, and we ran second that day, and you know, it's so good to get a win on him today because he's been an ongoing progress, and right with him.
Obviously, Nat did a great job with him. Now Damien's doing a nice job with him. What's the secret to keeping him happy, do you think?
Leave him alone. He's such a quirky horse, and it's very well documented that this is my horse when he finishes. So obviously he's sticking around for a bit longer now, but he just likes to have his own way. And I mean, it wasn't a pretty ride. We sat 3 deep. He travelled strong. I let him believe that he was going better than what he was. I know that he lays out, but I thought I wanted to get to the middle of the track anyway. So worked out well that, you know, we'd rolled out there, the track's better, and away you went.
I mean, there wasn't really much you could do. The tempo was just so-so, and as you said, he was really travelling.
Yeah, look, I went out with 2 minds, whether I'd be sitting outside the leader or slotting into the 1-1, and I jumped clean, but I didn't have as much speed as what the horses inside me did, and it ended up 3 deep, but he was travelling comfortable, and if they're in a nice rhythm and travelling well, then it doesn't hurt being 3 deep.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Maxie, fire away. He looks great, Sharp Dazzler.
He certainly does. I think he can win again. 2 to beat, 3, 1 and 7.
I'm with him as well. Here's David.
70 now. Just a really late gamble with the favourite. Red light on at the 1,500 metres. Racing. Jumped in a good line bar, Showdra, who missed it by a length. Transatlantic away with purpose today. New Joy began well. Sideshow third on settling down. Top Fun going up with Shamidi on the Verve, not too far away. And Sharp Dazzler position just behind that bunch, but Wheeler might be 3 wide early. They're followed by Kairos, Louis and Lassaro. He is 3 wide on Sharp Dazzler, and the trailer was Showdra. That's the first call, 1,100 left to run. New Joy, the pace setter, leads Transatlantic, securing a good run today, trailing by just over a length. Top Fun moves moved to third. Fourth, the outside Shamidi, and on the Verve, just behind them, fifth on the rail. Sideshow in midfield, followed by Lasaro. Now, Sharp Dazzler, I'd suggest he may still be three wide. He's in the second half of the field, 6 to 7 off the lead, and the two behind him, Kairos, Louis and Shodra. Heading down the side now with around 7.50 left to run. New Joy calling the shots, but Transatlantic moves closer on the outside. Top Farner navigating away from the rail, going up three wide. That puts Shamidi 4 deep at the 500. Sideshow just behind that quartet, trying to make ground. Then on the Verve, Sharp Dazzler is about to now work into his gears and try and run on. Shodra, the widest runner. Then Kairos, Louis and Lasaro. In the straight, Transatlantic burn to the lead from New Joy. Sideshow into the clear. Running on was Top Fun. Sharp Dazzler behind them with work to do. But Transatlantic, he's going powerfully. He's going great guns and he's going like a winner. It's all over. Sideshow for the Cornella. Sharp Dazzler only battling, but Transatlantic stood up and was counted today. A good win, a top win. Transatlantic beat Sideshow, Sharp Dazzler and Shodra from the back. They're followed then at the head of the others by Top Fun, then Kairos, Louis, New Joy on the Verve, Lasaro and Shamidi weakening out to be last.
So Transatlantic, different story today. Second up, where he was able to posse up outside the leader and drop them off, and has won by a big margin. Sideshow getting second, and then Sharp Dazzler, and back in fourth there was Shodra. They came in at fairly lengthy intervals behind that winner there, Transatlantic. This guy was a little bit playful in the mounting yard before Ange Jones got on. I think he's still a colt by Schnitzel from Gust of Wind. So he is bred to get out over a little bit further, but a good performance second up over the 1500. He'd always been threatening to do something like this, and we saw it today. Sideshow, good there in second spot, Jimmy Orman. The other fella, things didn't quite work out for him today, Sharp Dazzler. He got on his bike fairly early, tight for room, switching for runs, but by the same token, no match at all for the winner, who was cruising, Bernie, turning into the straight, Transatlantic.
Yeah, that's what this horse is capable of. Tony Gollan joins us now. You'd be absolutely stoked with that win, Tone.
Yeah, I really am. I was very disappointed a few weeks back when he ran here. We sort of took our medicine off a wide gate and went back, and there was just no speed at all. But I just didn't want to run the risk first up 1400, setting him alight if he didn't come back and settle. Even though at home this time around we left him a colt, he's shown us all the signs that he's a much more relaxed, mature animal. He's just matured beautifully, and today we're always confident of being somewhere on speed. I probably didn't think that we'd lead. The race probably wasn't run accordingly, but he just relaxed lovely for her. And when she had a lap full of horse straightening up, I thought, geez, it'll take a good one to come from behind him.
Yeah, an awesome turn of foot. Much better parade by him today as well.
Yeah, well, he's still a young colt. You know, our stable, the more they get into their prep, the better they go. And I'm nowhere near the bottom of him yet, but he showed sharp improvement on Tuesday morning at home, and he's a nice fit horse, and he's a horse I got Queensland Guineas aspirations with, so they got to be winning these races like that.
They do indeed. Good on you, Tone. Well done.
Thank you.
There he is, winning trainer Tony Gollan in Transatlantic at his brilliant best here today. That was a pretty impressive winner.
Yeah, it was great, and we know he's a horse that's been promising to do that, so it was just great to see him do everything right today and deliver and show us what we know he can do.
Mid-race, he looked ever so comfortable. He was in the right zone and looked nice and relaxed.
Yeah, and the plan was to be just behind the speed, but when the opportunity presented to get on the outside of horses, I just took it up because he's still a colt and he knows it, and we sort of just wanted to keep him just focused on the job, not the other horses. So it was probably a risk that he might over-race a touch without cover, but he relaxed lovely, and he's showing what a good horse he is.
Turn of foot was fantastic.
Brilliant, and feels amazing to ride too.
Good nibble for Bella Tavaci as well. Here's David.
Speed, they're in and ready to jump. The red light is on. Stand by, race 7. First leg of the quaddie. Racing. Cave Diver, Sabuki, twice on Sunday, Hadouken all began well. Hadouken going for the lead. Bella Tavaci's going to take close order. Going forward, Jetpack Verdi and a deal of humour not too far away. Then Dance the Night Away, followed by Triple Money drifting back to the second half of the field. Then Adalissa, followed by Gulf of Tamini. Second last was Will Not Quit, and Tavistorm expected odds as last. That's the first call by the 1400. Hadouken the inside and Jetpack Verdi the outside. They're the leaders. Racing third, Bella Tavaci, and twice Twice on Sunday, 4th over on the rail. Now, Dance the Night Away has gone forward today, but it's a victim of its gait. It's caught 3 wide, so the jockey committed to pushing on. Then came A Deal of Humour on the outside of Cave Diver, about 7th over on the rail. 2 away then came Sabuki, travelling outside of Adalissa as they go to the far turn, short of 1,000 left to run. Triple Money with 3 behind it. They include Taverstorm as well as Gulf of Tamini and Will Not Quit. Spread it over 12 to 13 lengths at Racecourse Village. 800 left to run at Hadouken being kept fairly honest on the outside by Jetpack Verdi, and Dance the Night Away has had no luck at all, 3 wide and posted. Bella Tavaci poised right behind them with Twice on Sunday. They're 4th and 5th at the 600 metres. A Deal of Humour trying to go forward near the rail. Cave Diver. Sabuki to go by Rod and coming to the outside. Well back approaching the turn was Adalissa, then Triple Money, Taverstorm, Gulf of Tamini and Will Not Quit. They fan across the track below the 400 metres, and I'd say on the outside reaching the lead was Bella Tavaci. Coming after it strongly though was A Deal of Humour. Sabuki's only one batting, Triple Money running on fairly, and here on the inside Cave Divers running on, but A Deal of Humour's in full flight, going well with 100 to go. Gulf of Tamini emerging from the ruck as the only possible danger. No danger. A Deal of Humour, 1 and 1 well. Big Gulf of Tamini, Photo 3rd, Cave Diver or Triple Money. Bella Tavaci didn't come on, then Adalissa, and gaps to Sabuki, Will Not Quit, Dance the Night Away, Jetpack Verdi, Twice on Sunday, Taverstorm and Hadouken knocked up to run last.
Well, number 6 has won A Deal of Humour. A little salute over the line for Anthony Allen. Good on you, Anthony. Getting that winner. It's been a bit of a tough time the last few months for the Allens, but he rode that mare beautifully. I think his wife Lani had a good association with his horse at one point. Won first up at Ballina at a big price, A Deal of Humour, and then gets up at a similar price today. So Michael Morrison has got this Daughter of Dundee going particularly well and found this right race, benchmark 68 level on a Saturday, and she's been able to back up that Ballina win with a win today. Runner-up was Good Gulf of Tamini, running on strongly, just waiting on 3rd. Triple Money for Paul Shaler is in that photo, Bernie, as we have a look at them stretched right across the track, and it's quite noticeable that they want to get pretty wide today. Triple Money does get 3rd, and 4th goes to number 8, Cave Diver.
That's right, Maxie. A great win by A Deal of Humour here today, and that is 2 from 2 this preparation. So Michael Morrison, winning trainer, joins us. What's been the secret?
I think a new training location out at Bow Desert. You know, we get to go on the course proper fairly regularly. We're not on that polytrack crap, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, we have heard that from a couple of trainers that sort of weren't able to work their horses properly on that track.
Yeah, well, 12 months without grass gallops is pretty difficult to train any horse, so she's really reaped the benefits of being out in a new location.
So great job by you. Great ride by Anthony.
Yeah, look, brilliant from Ant. Every step of the way, he didn't put a foot wrong. Yep. When he peeled her out at the top there, I thought, geez, there's got to be something good to beat her. Even though she was carrying the 59, I thought that might sort of hold her back just a little bit. That was my only real concern, but she was pretty dominant in the end.
That's what put me off, the 59, because she was so brilliant at Ballina.
Yeah, and I was almost ruining the win down there because I knew it gave us that extra 2 kilos, and I just thought 57 amongst this field we would have been very, very hard to beat. But no, she had no doubts about it, carrying the weight and everything.
Naturally, she'll be stepping out to a bit more trip.
Yeah, there's a 78 2000 at Doomben in a fortnight. I just think we go there. She'll drop in weight for that, which will be nice, and keep Ant on because he's just rode an absolute bottler then.
He certainly has, and we know Lani used to love riding her too. She was, I think, one of her favourites.
Well, she's trying to get back to the trials on Tuesday, but she won't be knocking him off this one just yet.
Just yet. She can be first reserve. Good on you, Michael.
Yeah, good first reserve at that too.
Absolutely, a great first reserve. All right, 6 beat 7, 3 and 8, home in 36-12. Here's Gosford.
Tellez number 5, just holding in the market. I think he'll run on well. Bravely number 3, and then 2 Press Link. It's a really good race, this 3-year-old sprint.
It is. I thought he looked fantastic. The best that we've seen him actually, Press Link. So happy to stick with the favourite here. And I was just going to, I won't throw to Tim. So your favourite is a $2.60 favourite here. Press Link, here's David.
Adventurer goes up. They're all in now. Ready to jump in race 8 at Eagle Farm. Racing. Presslink about midfield away. Fast to go was Platinum Lies. Quade's got speed. Vindicta rushing over with Alamur off wide gates. Not too far away, Tellez. Capital Chase also rushing up towards the leading division. Then Spin Doctor followed by Ventura. Now there's Presslink, fourth last with 3 behind him, including Bravely. Then Far West and Volcanic Love uncharacteristically is last. Platinum Lies goes fast. 750 left to Rana. Bolted away mid-race, led by 3. Alamur in second. Length and a half away third, Vindicta. And Quade is parked fourth on the rail. Then Capital Chase outside of Tellez. Presslink now working up to midfield as they approach the turn, followed by Spin Doctor, then Ventura. Bravely a long way back with Volcanic Lava, and Far West copped some trouble and went out to last. In the straight by the 400 metres, Platinum Lies shifting about 6 or 7 away from the rail leads. Vindicta looms ominously on the outside. Tellez getting up near the inside with Quade, and Presslink with a bit of work to do. Then Capital Chase and Alamur. Vindicta at the 150 metres the leader, trying hard Tellez, and here comes Presslink like a shot out of a gun. He went by them, gave them a cold, and he is one smart horse. Presslink robbed home, beat Vindicta, Tellez and Bravely. Spin Doctor, Volcanic Love, Ventura, Quade, Capital Chase, Alamur, Platinum Lies and Far West.
Presslink number 2, 3 starts and 3 excellent wins. Ridden by Michael Rodd. Michael's been on him all 3 starts, so the horse has been in the right hands, and he has blitzed the opposition. Vindicta getting second, Tellez third, fourth Bravely, fifth Spin Doctor, or on the outside Volcanic Love. I don't know what happened at the start. It's last when they settled Volcanic Love. We did note coming towards the bend at about the 500-600 metres mark, there was a lot of trouble. Far West, number 12, appeared to get flattened, and there was a concertina effect for the horses in behind at that point. But this guy avoided that trouble, Presslink, and he's rattled down the outside where most of the winners have been today. And he is an absolute beauty, this fellow. I think Brian Guy was responsible for the purchase of this horse, bought him for nothing, a song by Press Statement. And, gee, Bernie, I guess they could probably lift the bar a little bit and look at the carnival with him.
Absolutely, Maxie. He looks fantastic. He just keeps jumping the bar as they raise it. Brian Guy's here. Rob Heathcote's here. Rob, so when we're chatting to both, Rob, you must be just so excited with this horse to do what he did today. I mean, it pretty much all went wrong. It looked ugly, and boy, he's absolutely belted them.
Yeah, he did, and well, let me thank Brian. You know, he recommended his clients come to me, but I want to thank the boys Daniel and Henry in Hong Kong, because they've been so patient. I told them from day one, I said, you've got something a bit special. They wanted me to run him in the Magic Millions, and I said, I don't think he's ready. Just needs that little bit more time to furnish. And you can see now he's furnished. He's put 3 on the board. So he's a winner carnival horse. I think a Queensland Guineas. I think a mile would suit him. But we'll let Michael determine that.
So given you know, he's up, he's ready, he's half fit, does he just have a little lighten off time for a few weeks, or what happens?
Well, now he's won that Saturday race, it's probably going to qualify him for the nice 3-year-old races. So, you know, I'll talk to Brian, and yeah, maybe even, you know, 2-3 weeks out now just to let him take it all in. But he's a lovely animal, eh?
Yes, he's a beautiful animal. What were your thoughts at the 600?
Leave it up to Michael.
And that's always a good idea. Well done, Rob.
Group 1 jockeys, you can do that.
Indeed. All right, there he is, winning trainer Rob Heathcote. He's got himself a really nice horse. That's 2 winners out of today's meeting so far, heading towards the Guineas, Transatlantic, and now Presslink. 2, 8, 3 and 5 as we head to Gosford.
There it is. Now, Northern Express goes up. That leaves R&T, Grey Worm and Star of Chaos to move in. R&T goes to its position, drawn down low. This race at 1,200 metres. Star of Chaos coming up. Grey Worm, the last one to move in. Now they're all in. Set and ready for dispatch in race 9. 1,200 metres. Wide open betting affair. $6 the field. Set to jump. Racing. Jumping in a good line, RNT, one of the first to go. By gee, it's a mad scramble for the early lead. Ned's Gully and Star Virgo and Grey Worm showing speed. So's La Amigo. Northern Express going forward and Star of Chaos. They've got this well-backed commodity 4 and 5 wide, but she's committed. She is pushing forward. Down the side, 900 left to run. Star of Chaos burns across, leads Grey Worm and La Amigo in third. Northern Express slots into a good spot mid-race. Fourth one off and Ned's Gully fifth the rail. Then Contemptuous outside of Star Virgo. Ranchand in the second half of the field with RNT. Then Roman Aureus, Mashani Sniper, Magic Charlie and Tara Jasmine. Star of Chaos's used petrol comes to the turn, leading La Amigo. Grey Worm third, Ned's Gully fourth. Northern Express trying to stoke up. Contemptuous to the outside. Then came RNT and Ranchand, putting him pretty well down the outside. Star of Chaos under siege. Left, right and centre. From Ned's Gully, who drove through the centre, took the lead. Northern Express, Contemptuous, Mashani Sniper and Ranchand. Short of 100 left to run. Ned's Gully's in the lead in the blue and pink colours. Can it hang on? Northern Express and Ranchand try hard, but too good Ned's Gully. Ned's Gully beat home Ranchand, Northern Express and Mashani Sniper. Magic Charlie passing a few from the back. Then RNT, Contemptuous, Tara Jasmine. Star of Chaos had to weaken. Then La Amigo, Roman Aureus, Star Virgo and Grey Worm last over the line.
Number 11, Ned's Gully. There was some late market support for him. He's got up to beat Ranchand, who has run on well from back in the field, and Northern Express. And we'll never find out whether Mashani Sniper will run 1,200 metres because he had an awful trek up the home straight there. He's had to switch course on 3 or 4 different occasions, and it was all too late by the time he tried to get around the heels of Ned's Gully, who was keeping up a strong gallop as Ranchand dives at him late, misses out. So we have a look at the head-on vision, again turning into the straight. They're all over the shop here, but you can see, keep your eye on Mashani Sniper back there in the pale blue with the white cap. He's right behind Contemptuous. He's just trying to get a gap around Contemptuous' heels, which is not there. Meantime, Ned's Gully is doing his own thing out in the lead in the middle of the track, minding his own business, and he has been able to get up. He was beaten last start at Dalby. By gee, there's been some good winning form. A stack of winners have come out of that Dalby meeting from back on the 2nd of March, and here's another one. He ran second that day. I noticed that there was an incident behind the gates. Bernie was actually kicked behind the gates, Ned's Gully, but that didn't bother him today.
Oh, did he? I wasn't aware of that, but that might have been last start, was it? Paul's here joining us for a chat, so tell us about it, Paul.
Yeah, he got kicked behind the gates at Dalby last start, yeah. But he raced good at Dalby that day, and we weren't quite ready to come here last start, so we went to Dalby, and today he's a bit fitter, so that's good.
Yeah, great display today. I mean, he's been a marvellous horse for you.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's honest. He's a bit quirky, and he's pretty hard to handle. But we're managing him. That's for sure.
Do you mean like at track work or around the stables?
Yeah, around the stables he's fine. Just riders on the back and just doing things he shouldn't be doing.
He's got character.
Exactly. He's got a lot of character.
Well, that's his 7th win today from only about 20 starts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, he's honest, and he, as I say, he beats himself. That's what his problem is. He beats himself.
Good judgment by yourself to know when to bring him to town. You said he wasn't fit enough, and that's why you scratched him when you had him in here last.
That's right. Yeah, and that's what we have to do. And Mark's done a great job riding it. That's for sure. Yeah.
Good on you, Paul. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, there he is, winning trainer Paul Wallace doing a superb job with this horse, Ned's Gully. 11 beats 4, 7 and 2. All right, we'll have a chat now with winning jockey Mark Duplessis. And this Ned, he's got a mind of his own, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, yeah. We were going to try and keep him three wide sort of midfield, just because he's got a few little issues that he's best out there. And I was a bit worried when he was all cluttered up, but he managed to get out and into the better part of the track. And I knew coming here that if the horse turned up, he was a huge chance, and he proved that today.
Paul's such a good judge of this horse. He knows him inside out, and he waited to bring him here fully fit.
Yeah, I rode him. I'll say that again. I slaughtered him one day at Ipswich. It was Sean Barrier 1, and I just couldn't get out. And horse was a real mess. He should have won that day, and this is only my 2nd time on him. So thanks to Dougie Forbes, to Paul, and everyone involved.
Great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Transatlantic.
He was fabulous. Transatlantic, the other 3-year-old winner today. So, yeah, for an out-of-carnival meeting, I think it's thrown up a few nice prospects for the future. We have to analyse that a little bit more, but, you know, visually they look good today, those young horses.
Blazing Boots takes his spot. Here's David Fowler.
Blazing Boots. Red light switched on, ready to jump in the last at Eagle Farm. All set. Racing Brisbane. Jumped at a good line, bar the stayer, Tapple Doodle Doo. He missed it by 2 or 3 lengths. First to go, Winston Smurfhill. Seneschal driving forward with Siren Rock to Higgers right up there. And Blazing Boots not too far away, so they'll sort themselves out. Russian Warrior behind them, followed then by Beef Week Princess, Coconutsu Hyde, and Charlie's Case Trap deep. Then Lady Ladar getting back to second last, Tapple Doodle Doo, or it was last. Now it's second last because the second at Portsea settles down in last position. Eventually, Winston Smurfhill works his way to the top and will try and control for as long as possible. Leads the way. Seneschal in second in a good spot too. Third the inside was Siren Rock and Russian Warrior 3 deep. Beef Week Princess sliding forward 3 deep as well. Around Blazing Boots and inside that paired to Hinger. Charlie's Case in the 3 wide line. Then Hyde, Lady Ladar, Coconutsu bailed away on the rail and Tapple Doodle Doo and the second at Portsea, the last pair. It's a compact field and I'd suggest the pace not overly strong. 6.50 left to run. Winston Smurfhill, he loves to lead. He's in that role today, but Seneschal is now breathing down his neck. Russian Warrior creeping up 3 wide. Siren Rock needing a run, then Blazing Boots, followed by 2 Hinger. Coming deeper, Beef Week Princess. At the head of the others was Charlie's Case, Lady Ladar. Blazing Boots trying to thread the needle. Then Hyde a long way back, not doing much. The second at Portsea needs to get a move on as well, as Russian Warrior in the pink colours reach the lead. Beef Week Princess was trying hard. They're lining up for the Miners, but at this point, Russian Warrior is still the leader. On the outside, Beef Week Princess and Lady Ladar's running on strongly. Beef Week Princess putting in a late dive. Photo, Russian Warrior trying to hold on. Beef Week Princess diving and Lady Ladar outside the pair. The second at Portsea was next. Then Blazing Boots to Hinger, Seneschal, followed by Charlie's Case, Tapple Doodle Doo. Then came Winston Smurfhill, Coconutsu. Siren Rock and Hyde has performed possibly with an issue because he's finished last of all.
Russian Warrior beating Beef Week Princess and Lady Ladar on the outside. So this has been a big turnaround in form with Russian Warrior, ridden by Anthony Allen, giving Anthony a double today. So congratulations to him. We're just waiting for the number to go up, but clearly it's got a margin, hasn't it? Yeah, so in those pink colours in the middle of the track, Russian Warrior, last start finished last at Doomben behind Gold Deal. After being obliged to race wide, was beaten a long, long way, but gets the money in the last of the afternoon here at Eagle Farm. So 15 gets it. We're just waiting on the Miners. The second at Portsea was always well back to the extreme outside, just whacked away out there with Charlie's Case. Blazing Boots was trying to go for a run. There was a run there, but he was sort of only dour trying to get through. Seneschal battle. Winston Smurfhill, no excuses. He got the lead on his own when there was no Coconutsu. So... And you can see the rider of Hyde, Bailey Wheeler, back last there looking around, obviously concerned that something might not be right. So we're just waiting for confirmation of all of those numbers. I haven't seen any yet because we do need to take a break here on Sky Thoroughbred Central and be back with more after this.
All right, a great win there by Russian Warrior for race 10 here at Eagle Farm and a double for Anthony Allen. Donu Barron joins us for a chat now. Firstly, congratulations to you and Paula.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, and thanks to Anthony and the owners and the club and everything, putting everything on. Like, it's been a bit of hard work, but anyway, we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, she's always been, you know, a talented girl, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has a couple of little feet troubles and stuff like that, and especially with this wet weather, it just makes it very difficult to get their feet nice. So, but
she looked comfortable in the going. I mean, she was in that right zone too, that 3 wide position.
Yeah, you rode her well. Yeah, you rode a winner earlier, so we're in with the people with the luck.
Indeed, she's not the easiest lady to look after.
No, she isn't. Took me half an hour to catch her.
Well, you did a great job. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat to our winning jockey, and there is a double on the board for you, Anthony Allen. Well done.
I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a couple of supporters today that I normally ride for. It's just good, a plus to sort of get wins for them. And yeah, it was a very special day today. I'm really happy with it.
She looked like she travelled through the going really nicely for you here today. You're in that right zone, that 3 wide position.
Yeah. Look, I was going to get in early, but it sort of didn't pan out. But being 3 wide, with the way the track's been playing, I wasn't stressing too much, and she seemed to be really travelling to her gears and really relaxed and really. Like Paul's got her going super. From last start it was a bit ordinary. I think it's just a hard track maybe, but today she finished off super.
Yeah, that slight bit of give can make all the difference, can't it?
Yeah, 100%. It just gives them confidence. They just seem to be 100% to finish off.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.